All right, we're finally going to go and see how Gaurav has been going with the Ecovacs Goat robot mower. He's had it for a couple of months now, so I've just been too busy to get back here. I actually did come back once to see how he was going, but the video files got corrupted, so we've got to do it again. But I'm going to be picking it up today, getting his final verdict on it. I'm going to peek through while I wait. It's looking pretty good. Just had a little peek, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
Family life.
Oh, family, work, everything. You know how it is. This is looking good.
It's looking a lot better than it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I said at the start, it's never going to look amazing. Do you get cockatoos here?
Sorry?
Do you get birds here?
Yeah, a lot.
The cockatoos?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, you can tell where they've been, they love the kikuyu.
Ah,
and you can see where they've been picking at it, which sort of makes it look a bit holy, but you can, the areas where they haven't been, that's looking great for where it was at the start. But this is lovely here, hey?
Yeah, that patch has...
So have you had any issues with it, or?
No, the machine is working like really fine.
Nothing at all?
No issues whatsoever.
So you've just got it set to a timer, or?
Yeah, like...
What did we set? I can't even remember.
Like 9 to 10:30 in the morning.
Every day?
Every single day.
Okay. So it just nips the top off every single day?
What I do is I just change the direction of the cut.
Yep.
So sometimes it's vertical, sometimes it's horizontal.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah,
mix it up that way, and yeah.
Like, this... No worry, no maintenance, nothing. Just set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you buy one?
Yeah, probably I'll contemplate.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, even with the separate sections you've got out the front?
That is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Because my landscape is not designed for this one.
Genuinely like it?
Genuinely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
I had to, like, the only thing I had to worry about is just...
doing the edges,
doing the edges, the line trimmer.
Well, that's...
And just the surrounding area of the base station. Apart from that, I haven't had to look at it at all.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. So yeah, obviously you've still got to do your edges with these
so
things,
I just do the edges around it, and that's about it. Probably takes me 5-10 minutes just to do the edges. And yeah.
Well, if you're not into it, like not everyone's into it. I like doing it. It's a hobby for me, but for a lot of people, it's just a chore.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you
depends. In what phase of life you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how busy you are.
Yeah.
All depends on that.
Oh well, that's promising, but obviously, you got nothing negative about it. Anything negative?
In terms of negative, I would say sometimes, but it happened just like twice.
Yeah.
It just got stuck somewhere without any visible debris or any,
No reason?
No reason.
And then what did you do to sort that out?
Yeah, I just restarted it, and I brought it back to the base station. I think that's the instruction. You bring it close to 500 mm, half a meter.
Yep.
And press the home button, it will find.
And it sorted itself out. Okay.
Sorted itself out. I didn't have to worry too much about it.
Well, that sounds pretty positive. Yeah, the beacons are still there. Yeah. I'm going to try it at my new place in a bigger area. I think it'll be a better test for it.
100%. Mate.
I mean, this has been good. Yeah. I'd love to leave it with you, but I can't.
My wife told me, like, oh, you want to talk to Tim if you want to sell it or something.
Oh, it's not mine to sell. That's the thing. It's been on loan to me.
Yeah, I know.
Probably need to get it back to them at some stage. What's that? That's funny. Hey, so the rubber on the antenna's got a bit of. That's not liking the weather, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, that's cool. Well, I appreciate you trying it out.
Thank you.
You'll be able to see on the videos how it goes at the property now. So I definitely have to say that's a positive reaction to it. I was almost hoping there would be some more negatives from him, but it seemed to be very few issues with it. Now, it's not going to be for everyone. I think these things are more suited to my new place, which I'll be testing it at. I'll be taking it there now, actually. I don't know how that'll work, actually. It might need I haven't got the internet set up there yet, and I think it needs a Wi-Fi connection. So, I don't know. I'll work that out, but I will be testing it at the new place. And then it will be going back to Ecovacs. I mean, is this an accident waiting to happen? Potentially. Okay, so we're going to try it here. We've got 2 beacons. Whoops. I don't think these can be any further apart than 45 meters, I believe. I want to go to that tree line. Actually, no, I don't. The co-wall's doing there. I'll put this one in here, then work out where I'm going to do it. I mean, I kind of don't want it out in the open, just sticking up, so hopefully I can put it just next to this tree and it looks a little bit more inconspicuous. Now, all these robot mowers work out where they are different ways. The co-wall there uses RTK, which is like a GPS, and it's got LiDAR sensors, all that sort of stuff. The Goat's main way of telling where it is through these beacons. So we put these either end of the cutting area, and that helps tell it where it is. Now, I haven't experimented a lot with these, but I think they have to be in line of sight, and I think about no further than 45 meters. I mean, this is kind of out of the way here. It's in the line of sight, but the working area is going to be there. So let's go down here. So its working area is kind of going to be on a triangle path here, because the co-wall is doing this section here down, and then I'm going to get the Goat to do this section up. All right, we'll start with it here. These just screw in to the ground. You've got to try and get them plumb. So we got there. Now let's go and set it up through the app. I will say the software on the Ecovacs Goat is a lot more user-friendly than other robot mowers that I've used. So we're going to completely reset up this Goat. The first thing you have to do is scan the code in the box, but there's also one just under here. Power on, yes it's on. I've switched it on. It's already found it.
Start charging.
Can't show you the pin. Connect to Wi-Fi. Now we have Wi-Fi here now. Of course the password is ridiculously long. So that should connect the...
You've entered the guarding area. You've entered the guarding area.
That should connect... Okay, settle down. That should connect the Goat to the phone. So I guess the Goat connects to the Wi-Fi, and then they're both on the Wi-Fi and they have a little chat to each other. Now I do need to give this thing a tub, I think, at some stage. They live outdoors, naturally they're going to get a little dirty. So white is an interesting choice for it, but you know, it looks good when it's clean. It does have this cover for the display, which there always seems to be condensation getting in there. A little bit of water gets in there. We failed Wi-Fi connecting. Let's try again. So that was completely my fault. I put the password in incorrectly. As I was saying, it has this cover for the little display there and the controls. Seems to get a lot of condensation in there. A little bit of water, which doesn't seem to affect operation of it. This all looks waterproof anyway, but just something to note. We have to name it now. We will go with Chad Michael Murray. Our Goat is called Chad Michael Murray. Tap remap to control to depart from the station. Okay, we're up to mapping now. So we're going to drive this thing around the area that we want to cut. We're going to use our phone like a, it's going to be like a little remote control.
Detecting, please wait. Detecting, please wait. Detection completed.
It's detected the beacons, which is a plus.
Start virtual boundary creation.
Oh, it got out of there fine, which is good. Hopefully it doesn't have any issues
Go to start virtual boundary creation.
getting over that hump. Oh, for some reason the Bluetooth disconnected. Okay, we're going to go around our cutting area now. Now in a tiny area, this isn't all that annoying, but larger areas like this can take a few minutes. Very easy to control though, yeah, just with your thumb. Drive around, it paints a map on there. This is the map that it'll use. Perfect timing, because I can see where the co-wall cuts to. We're going to have them overlap a little bit. I can make out the faint wheel marks from the co-wall, so yeah, you probably can't see that on a camera, but I can just see the wheel marks from the co-wall, so I'll just go just into that zone. Now I don't think we can go past the beacon, so we'll just turn here, head up towards it, go past it, and then hook back around to the base station. Look at that perennial ryegrass up there. We're only a couple of days away from its first mow, I think.
Station found. If you want to complete the creation, control goat to 0.5 meters in front of the station and tap recharge.
Okay, we've completed the circuit. It's told us to put the goat within half a meter of the station and press recharge. So let's see if it has no issues with this little hump here. Fingers crossed. It's a little bit wet. There's a little bit of a rise there, but it's gonna have a little dance first, is it? Come on. You can do it. Now that's not the optimal setup for that, I will give it that. You probably really want it to be coming in on something flat, but yeah, that's what we've got here. So
virtual boundary created.
Virtual boundary is complete. We don't need any no entry zones because there's nothing here that it doesn't need to go around. And it does say the blade is severely worn, replace it immediately. I've noticed Ecovacs do give you warnings on. Now I don't know if that's worked out by the time it's been cutting or some sort of sensor, but I think it's going to be okay. So now it's going to learn the map and any obstacles that are in it. So it's just going out, scanning around. This is a very open area, so I can't imagine we'll have any issues here. By the looks of this is going to take a few minutes, so I might come back. So that took probably a good half an hour, maybe a bit more even. Let's see if it goes back to station without a drama. Please, please. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine there. Now, while I do like the Ecovacs software in general, I have noticed that sometimes if I go out of the app while it's doing something, come back to it, it might not like rejoin. Like I went back in and it was still at 64%, but it was almost finished. Usually when I close and reopen the app again, everything's fine, but yeah, that's really the only thing I can pick on that.
You have entered the guarding area. You have entered the guarding area.
Okay, so, alright, settle down, man. Definitely be turning that off. Okay, so the map learning is completed. We can do a schedule. You can do an auto schedule or you can do your own schedule. I won't do a schedule right now, I'll set that up later. But we will give it a cut right now. What height's it set at? Can't remember what height this is set at. 40 mil, that's probably about right. We'll see how we go with that. This is manual change for the height of cut. You simply just rotate this around. Yeah, 30 to 60 mil. Let's give it a cut.
Camera cleaning. Start auto mowing soon.
So it has a camera on the top of the goat, which you've probably seen. There's a little brush in here that cleans it before it goes out every time. That's a consumable item too, so you replace that at some point. Out it goes for its first mow in the new scenario. Now we didn't have any issues. Oh. Now we didn't have any issues with that setup, which was great, and that's what I mean about the Ecovacs software. It's pretty simple. It describes the process well. I can't say that for every one that I've tried. Now you can easily change the mowing direction. At the moment it's going straight in line with the base station. We're going to switch it to delicate efficiency. That probably means that it turns a little bit slower, less chance of tearing up the grass. That's my assumption anyway. Along this bank here it does get quite wet, so we don't want it ripping up too much of the grass through winter. What I would like from the software, which I haven't seen yet, is a setting where in the schedule you can alternate the mowing pattern. I don't want to have to manually change it every time, unless that option is in there and I just haven't seen it. Was that the line we went on? Interesting that it's starting in the middle. It's saying we've got a 391 square meter section to mow. I'll let it have its first mow and then we'll check back in on it. Now I did notice that it was not just going like, you know, straight up and down or straight up and down that way. It was like getting to places and then like turning, and I don't know, maybe it was thinking it was seeing things that weren't there. I just had a look and it's a little bit smudged over the cameras there, or the sensors, so we're just going to give them a quick clean before we send it out again. Well, it does have that brush. I don't think that's going to stop everything. We might even give this a bit of a rub too. This wouldn't have been clean the whole time that I've had this unit, and when I say I've had this unit, I mean when it was at Gorav's as well, apart from the brush. Robot mower time lapse. Right away, that is better. It hasn't deviated off the path at all. It's just been going straight up and back, which is what it should be doing. Just goes to show that camera and sensor hygiene is just as important as personal hygiene. It's running well now, like I said, going straight up and down, so I'm going to leave it now. I will be making some follow-up videos on this. We'll do some testing with some obstacle avoidance and that sort of stuff as well. But it is now set up to mow this 400 odd square metre patch. That is the Ecovacs Goat. More to come.